제가 드디어 사랑에 빠졌습니다.
보조작가 5년차.
대출이 어려우실 것 같네요.
시장에서 은퇴할 수 있게 그 신들린 연기 딱 한 번만 더 해줘. 서방님.
여기서
어디를 만지는 겁니까?
What is it about two strangers signing a marriage contract that we just cannot get enough of? Is it the slow burn from hate to love? The tension of sharing a home with someone you are supposed to only tolerate? Or is it the moment when the fake feelings become all too real? Whatever it is, contract marriage K-dramas have a special place in our hearts. Today, we are counting down the top 10 best contract marriage K-dramas of all time. These are the shows that defined the trope, reinvented it, and gave us some of the most unforgettable romance stories in K-drama history. Let us get into it. Number 10. Love in Contract, 2022.
결혼은 나의 직업. 월, 화, 수, 목, 금을 고객으로 맞을 준비가 되어 있었다.
하고 싶은 거야? 어?
이사간 집에서 운명처럼 첫사랑을 만난 거야. 스파크가.
Kicking off our list at number 10 is a drama that turned the entire concept of a contract marriage on its head. Love in Contract stars Park Min-young as Choi Song-yoon, a woman whose job is literally being a professional fake wife. She runs a service that provides fake wives for single people who need partners for social gatherings, school reunions, or dinners for married couples. She has been in the business for 13 years and is ready to retire. But it is not that simple because she has a long-term client, Young Ji-ho, played by Go Kyung-pyo, who has had an exclusive contract with her for 5 years, covering Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Then a new client shows up, an A-list idol turned actor who wants to sign her for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So she finds herself caught in a love triangle between two men who both want her services. What makes this drama unique is that the female lead is the one in control of the contracts. She is not a victim of circumstance, she is a professional. The drama explores her past and why she got into this line of work, and it gives us a refreshing take on what it means to enter into a relationship based on a contract. If you are looking for something different from the usual contract marriage formula, this is a great pick. Number 9. Marriage Not Dating, 2014.
내가 그쪽을 집에 데려가는 이유는 절대 결혼하지 않는 것처럼 훈동이도 그쪽 얼굴, 몸매 보고 만난 거라고.
Coming in at number 9 is a classic that proved contract marriage stories can be absolutely hilarious. Marriage Not Dating is a romantic comedy about a man who wants nothing more than to avoid marriage. Gong Ki-tae, played by Yeon Woo-jin, is a successful plastic surgeon who is constantly pressured by his family to get married. To get them off his back, he brings home a starry-eyed shopgirl named Ju Jong-mi, played by Han Gru, to pose as his girlfriend. The plan is for his family to disapprove of her so much that they will stop bothering him about marriage altogether. But of course, things do not go as planned. The contract relationship that was supposed to be a simple arrangement turns into something much more complicated as they start to develop real feelings for each other. What makes this drama stand out is its witty banter, laugh-out-loud humor, and refreshing characters. It takes the overused premise of a contract relationship and sprinkles it with hilarious hijinks and great execution. The chemistry between the leads is fantastic, and the show does not take itself too seriously. It is the perfect watch when you want something easy, relaxing, and full of laughs. Number 8. Perfect Marriage Revenge, 2023.
한희주 씨는 상상도 못할 텐데 당신을 얼마나 사랑하는지 언제부터 사랑해 왔었는지 정말.
At number 8, we have a drama that proves contract marriages are not just for romance. They can also be for revenge. Perfect Marriage Revenge is a fast-paced, gripping story about Han Yi-ju, played by Jung Yoo-min, a woman who has been betrayed by her own family. She gets a second chance at life and decides to take revenge on everyone who wronged her. As part of her plan, she enters into a contract marriage with Seo Do-guk, played by Sung-hoon. But here's the twist. While she wants the marriage to be purely contractual and part of her revenge scheme, he wants the contract marriage to become a real marriage. This drama is packed with family dynamics, scheming relatives, and dark secrets. Every episode keeps you on the edge of your seat as you watch Yi-ju navigate her complicated family situation while trying to figure out her true feelings for Do-guk. The revenge plot adds a layer of intensity that you do not usually find in contract marriage stories. It is satisfying, dramatic, and the romance that develops between the leads feels earned. If you like your contract marriages with a side of payback, this one is for you. Number 7. The Story of Park's Marriage Contract, 2023.
기억합니다. 이 얼굴.
뭐야?
안 탑니까?
뭐 하는 거예요?
Number 7 takes us on a time-traveling adventure. The story of Park's marriage contract is a unique blend of historical and modern romance. The story follows Park Yeon-woo, played by Lee Si-young, a Joseon-era woman who, on the night of her wedding, sees her husband die from a heart condition. She is then kidnapped and thrown into a well, only to wake up 200 years in the future in the year 2023. She is rescued by Kang Tae-ha, played by Bae In-hyuk, who asks her to enter into a contract marriage with him. He is a man with a heart condition who needs to pretend to be married until his grandfather leaves for the United States. So you have a Joseon woman who does not understand anything about the modern world, trying to navigate a contract marriage with a dying man who looks exactly like her deceased husband. The drama is charming, quirky, and the cultural clash between the Joseon era and modern-day Seoul provides so many comedic moments. But underneath all the humor, there's a deeply emotional story about loss, second chances, and finding love in the most unexpected places. It is a delightful watch that offers something fresh to the contract marriage genre. Number 6. My Demon 2023.
13년 최고 경영인상 수상이 있겠습니다. 대학교 때 디저트 회사를 차렸는데 7년 만에 업계 1위로.
At number 6, we have a fantasy rom-com that brought together a demon and a chaebol heiress. My Demon stars Song Kang as Young-gu Won, an actual demon who has lived for centuries, making contracts with humans in desperate situations. His powerful abilities become entangled with the life of Do-hee, played by Kim Yoo-jung, a no-nonsense heiress of the Mirai group who does not trust anyone. One day, the demon loses his powers, which get shifted to Do-hee. To get his powers back and to protect Do-hee from those who want her dead, they enter into a contract marriage. Do-hee needs the demon's power for her revenge, and Gu-won needs to prevent his own destruction. So they make a deal and get married. What follows is a thrilling story filled with mystery, action, and some of the most intense romantic chemistry you will ever see. The show is visually stunning, the leads are gorgeous, and the fantasy elements add a layer of excitement that makes this contract marriage story feel epic. It is not just about two people falling in love, it is about a demon learning what it means to be human and a woman learning to trust again. This drama was a massive hit in 2023 for good reason. Number 5. 1% of Something, 2016. Coming in at number 5 is a feel-good romance that proves sometimes the simplest stories are the best. 1% of Something is based on a novel and was previously made into a 2003 series. The 2016 version stars Ha Seok-jin as Lee Jae-in, the ruthless heir of a wealthy family who must get married in order to inherit his grandfather's fortune. His grandfather chooses an elementary school teacher named Kim Da-hyun, played by Jeon So-min, to be his bride. They enter into a 6-month contract for a pretend relationship. The teacher does not even realize who he is at first, which is part of the charm. What makes this drama so beloved is how natural the relationship development feels. Neither of the leads is desperate to get married, and even though their families are pushing them, they take their time and build a relationship in a way that feels genuine. In is so used to thinking logically that he cannot process the idea of marrying a woman simply for love with no underlying financial motive. But as the contract progresses, he finds himself falling for Da-hyun in ways he never expected. It is predictable in the best way possible, a classic contract marriage story executed to perfection. Number 4, Marriage Contract, 2016.
풀 만큼 갚았어요.
오랜만이에요, 강혜수 씨.
네 엄마.
Number 4 is a drama that will break your heart and put it back together again. Marriage Contract is a melodrama that takes the contract marriage trope and gives it a devastatingly emotional twist. The story follows Kang Hae-soo, played by Yui, a single mother who is struggling to raise her daughter while paying off her late husband's debts. She is diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. Han Ji-hoon, played by Lee Seo-jin, is the son of a chaebol who needs a contract marriage to save his mother, who requires a liver transplant. Hae-soo agrees to marry Ji-hoon and donate part of her liver to his mother in exchange for enough money to provide for her daughter until she reaches adulthood. So she is a terminally ill patient desperate to provide a better life for her daughter, entering into a contract marriage with her employer who later falls in love with her. This drama is not a light-hearted rom-com. It is a deeply moving story about sacrifice, love, and family. The performances are incredible, and the emotional weight of every episode will stay with you long after you finish watching. It is the kind of drama that reminds you why contract marriage stories can be so powerful when done right. Number 3, A Business Proposal, 2022. Number 3 is a drama that took the world by storm in 2022. A Business Proposal is a romantic comedy based on a web novel of the same title. It stars An Hyo-seop as Kang Tae-moo, the workaholic CEO of a food company, and Kim Si-jong as Shin Ha-ri, a senior researcher at his company. Ha-ri agrees to go on a blind date in place of her friend to drive away a potential suitor. But the blind date turns out to be none other than her own boss, Kang Tae-moo. Tae-moo is annoyed by the blind dates his grandfather sets up for him, so he decides to marry the next woman he meets at a blind date just to be left alone. He proposes marriage on the spot. When he later discovers she was an imposter, he decides to use her anyway and draws up a marriage contract. What follows is a hilarious office romance filled with mistaken identity, cheesy moments, and incredible chemistry between the leads. The show is fast-paced, funny, and the secondary couple is just as entertaining as the main one. It is the perfect binge watch and one of the most successful contract marriage dramas in recent years. Number 2, Because This Is My First Life, 2017.
보조작가 5년차. 대출이 어려우실 것 같네요.
Coming in at number 2 is a drama that took a mature and thoughtful approach to the contract marriage trope. Because This Is My First Life stars Lee Min-ki as Nam Se-hee, a socially awkward IT employee, and Young So-min as Yoon Ji-ho, a broke homeless writer. They agree to a marriage of convenience by signing a 2-year contract, wherein they agree to the terms and conditions of only being landlord and tenant, sharing their home based on common goals and values. What starts as a purely practical arrangement slowly transforms into something deeper as they navigate their personal traumas, social expectations, and family interventions. What makes this drama so special is how it explores different points of view on careers, relationships, marriage, and love. It is not just a romantic comedy, it is a commentary on modern society and the pressures we face when it comes to marriage. The pacing is perfect, the performances are outstanding, and the emotional depth of the story will resonate with anyone who has ever felt lost or uncertain about their future. It is widely considered one of the best K-dramas of all time, not just in the contract marriage genre. Number 1, Full House, 2004. The number 1 spot goes to the one that started it all. Full House is the undisputed pioneer of the contract marriage trope in K-dramas. Airing all the way back in 2004, this drama set the standard for every contract marriage story that followed. It stars Rain as Lee Young-jae, a famous actor with a bad temper and a passion for cleanliness, and Song Hae-kyo as Han Ji-yoon, an aspiring scriptwriter with messy tendencies. Ji-yeon lives in a house called Full House, built by her late father. Her 2 best friends trick her into believing she has won a free vacation and sell her house while she is away. On the plane, she meets Young Jae. When she returns and discovers her house has been sold to him, they are forced to live together. At first, she works as his maid to buy her house back, but then Young Jae decides to make his crush jealous, so the two enter into a contract marriage with a 6-month term. Complications arise when the couple starts to fall for each other. This drama has everything: hilarious comedy, emotional moments, and the iconic I love you scene that K-drama fans still talk about today. It is the blueprint for the entire genre. Without Full House, we might not have any of the other dramas on this list. It is a classic that every K-drama fan must watch, and it rightfully takes the number 1 spot. And there you have it, the top 10 contract marriage K-dramas of all time. From the classic that started it all to the modern hits that redefined the genre, these dramas have given us countless hours of entertainment, laughter, and tears. Whether you are a longtime K-drama fan or just getting started, these shows are absolute must-watches. Which one is your favorite? Did your number 1 make the list? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.